Hey guys, what's up? It's Extreme Overload here again, and here's a battle against Crimson Cobra 117. And he is going to send out Slap Your Shit, which is a 8 by Palm, and it's just a huge asshole. Like, it's pretty standard stuff. I expect you to just go a fake out, but I didn't even know these things carried low kick, so that was kind of a surprise for me. I'm not very experienced with 8 by Palms, but oh well, what can you do? So I still get my monstrous amounts of recoil damage among other things against this thing. So I'm just going to paralyze it, slowing it down a little bit. Because I know this thing's just going to, basically fake out, low kick, and U-turn the shit out of everything. So since he knows he's not going to be faster than me now, or maybe he will be, I can't remember, he is going to switch out into his Gardevoir, which copies my Steel Thorns ability, which is kind of unfortunate, but not a huge deal. So, I'm just going to Leech Seed this big bitch. Oh, you see what I did there, right? And, yeah, I'm just going to get some recovery. And, then he is going to go... I'm going to switch out into my Bonehead. And, he is just going to go for the Will-O-Wisp. And, it hits. Kind of unfortunate. But I have changed up Bonehead a little bit, and instead of leftovers, I have put a Lumberry on this thing, so that way I don't get out-toxic stalled or anything like that. And I have replaced Mean Look with Thief, which is I think is a pretty good call on my part, because now knowing that there's a lot of leftovers running around anyway, I might as well steal some and use them for my own use. So he's just going to go for the Wish while I go for the Thief. And sure, I'm going to get a little bit of Steel Thorn down, but it's not going to be a big deal knowing I have the bitch's leftovers along with some Leech Seed recovery. And I'll turn to have Roost, so I can just Roost that off pretty fucking easy. So yeah, it's going pretty well here. Not bad for just Leech Seed and Thief damage and shit. But I've got my leftovers now, so I'm just going to switch back out to Grenade. And I guess he just wanted to get more burn on my Mandibuzz, but my Grenade gets burned instead. But it doesn't really matter because, I basically have Leech Seed to help me with this, and I don't have any attacking moves anyway to lower the attacking stats of, so oh well, not a huge deal. So yeah, the Wish gets off, and he gets pretty much back to full. Will I take some burn? And he's going to step another Wish, and I can only assume he was going to switch into his Ambipom again, just so he can get some health. So I figured I might as well lay some spikes down, welcoming it. And yeah, so get the little after effects going here. Get some Leech Seeds, get some burns, all that fun stuff. And so now he is going to switch out Bitch and send in his L Soldier, which is his Porygon Z, which I did not think he would send in. But yeah, so I got some spike damage on it, and here's some more spikes for you. I'm trying to get the 3 layers down, but knowing this thing is special attacking son of a gun, I'm not going to be able to take a hit very well, so I'm going to switch out and go into my Muck, which is, this is my first time using a Muck. And I am actually a big fan of how these Mucks roll. Got some pretty decent attacking stats, I got some decent defensive stats, and a pretty diverse move pool to boot. In my opinion, anyway. So he's going to go for the Ice Beam, no freeze hacks for him. I'm going to get some Black Sledge recovery, and he can send his Gardevoir again. And on the switch, he's going to trace my Stench, which now is pretty good, because now it can cause flinching when you hit with the physical attack. I think that's what it does anyway. But yeah, I just go for the Poison Jab, so he gets screwed over on the switch. And he also got Poison too, which kind of sucks for him. And thank God Gardevoir didn't have Synchronize. Though I don't even think it would do anything to Muck, I'm not really sure. I don't think Muck can get poisoned. But either way, he dies off because of the Toxic Poison damage. And he sends out All Soldier again. This time he goes for the Tri-Attack, knowing he has that, I think it was Adaptability is what the ability is called, and especially attacking motherfucker, asking to do some nice chunk especially with the life orb. That's pretty huge. So yeah, I just go for the poison jab again. You know, maybe he'll think I'm like banded or something, but I'm not really. Wait, that's stupid. Why would I even say that? I have Black Sludge on. He saw it. Ignore that part. But yeah, so I don't want to die because of the tri-attacks. I'm just going to switch out Grenade. Well, he's kind of done his job. He's paralyzed like a pretty fast annoyance to my team, and then laid down some spikes. So knowing this Z can't switch out anymore, I'm pretty much free to do what I want. But I'm just going to let Grenade die because he's done his job. So he goes for the hidden power, I'm assuming fire. And yeah, there goes Grenade. And he's going to die due to life orb damage. And so both have a nice switch out. So he's going to go into slap your shit again. And I'm just going to go back into Bonehead again. And this time I am predicting the fake out. So I'm going to switch into Muck, because yeah, I'm pretty sure A by Palm can't really do all that much to Muck. You know, can U-turn, but didn't think it would kill, but I guess it does. I guess with Life Orb and then Technician on hand, it just takes out Muck. Well, that kind of sucks. So goes back in Bonehead goes, or is it? It's actually Mr. 2, as you probably assumed by now. Even though that rude comment I received on my last video says you probably don't know, but I'm sure you do, right? But either way, I take him out with a Dark Pulse, and in comes his fat-ass Sumo. And you can take some severe damage from spikes, and I'm just going to U-turn out of there, because I don't want to take no fighting attacks. Hell, even if it was Bonehead, I wouldn't want to take a fighting attack. So it comes back to me, and I'm going to send out Blaze Jr., yeah. Good old Combustion with Evolution Stone. So he's going to just go for the Force Palm. No big deal or anything. You know, I'm pretty defensive, and with a fighting attack on fighting attack action, so it's not going to do that much. So he's going to switch out his fat-ass Sumo, and probably predicting a Protect or something like that. But so he's going to send out Crackers Jr., which is his Golbat, which I saw the switch coming, so I'm just going to go for the bulk up, you know. And got my speed boost on, so I'm going to be a little faster. Now we go for the Protect. Not sure what this Golbat's going to do to me. But he's going to go for the Toxic, but it doesn't work because I protected myself from it. So I was kind of hoping I'd be a little bit faster than it, and which I am. So I got lucky, and I just go for the Flare Blitz. But knowing its Golbat's pretty bulky and it has a pre-evolution stone, it's not even going to do half. I'm going to lose more health from the recoil than I probably did to it, which is unfortunate. So I got Toxic, so now I'm putting on a timer, which I will probably lose this battle, considering he can just roost off damage, and I'm going to do more damage due to my recoil than anything else. Smart choice would have been to switch out and keep this guy as either fodder for later or something to take out a different poke, I don't know. Yeah, I was hoping I would kill it, but no, he lives with just a sliver of health, which kind of hurts me. But yeah, so he just gets to roost that off, and I'm going to die due to Toxic this turn. Or next turn, I can't remember if I live a turn or not, but either way, it hurts, it stung, salt in the wounds. Yeah. So, yeah, okay, I'll be living this turn. Got another speed boost, doesn't really matter, I'm already faster than them. So, going for my last Kamikaze Assault with a Flare Blitz. Maybe hoping I get a crit, so I can just take this thing out in a sweet exchange of pokes. But I don't. But, luckily I got the burn, which I didn't even know Flare Blitz could burn. But apparently it can, and that is sick. Because now this thing is going to be dead. Next time. Yeah, you just roost that off, but any physical attacks he's going to be planning on using, which I'm assuming U-turn would be one of his attacks, won't be doing anything anytime soon. So, he's going to get burned. I'm going to set out Kid, my Magneton, which is another One Piece reference if anyone can figure out what it is. not hard. So he's going to roost again, and so he can just get back close to full, prolong his inevitable death. But I am just going to set up a light screen. I kind of predicted he would switch out, because if I went for Thunderbolt, he would have been dosed easy. But yeah, I guess that wasn't the case, so light screen just in case a special attacker comes in. But he decides to stay in here and fuck with my shit. And he just goes to Confuse Ray. I'm nice and confused now. And I never really have good luck with Confusion. I usually hit myself in Confusion. Oh boy. So I'm not expecting to do anything for the next couple turns until this Confusion wears off. And I'm not about to switch out. But he is. So he switches out Cracker Jr. and goes back in a Fat Ass Sumo, which is going to be his Snorlax. The same name, what? So yeah, I'm not going to be able to do that much to this thing anyway, because, you know, it's special defensive Snorlax, and I'm especially attacking Magneton. If it's not a fighting attack, it's not going to be doing much, so I decided to switch out into Bonehead and see if I can outstall this thing. I'm praying it doesn't have immunity, so I can poison it. So he's just going for the Curse. You know, speed's irrelevant for this thing, but getting too many of those things off will pose a big problem. So I'm going to Toxic. I had my fingers crossed, and luckily he had the Thick Fat, which I'm assuming that's what he had. And so he's poisoned, and now he's going to Body Slam me, which it shouldn't do too much considering I'm defensively bulky and he hasn't got a lot of curses off yet. So I take that quite nicely, get some leftovers, and he gets Toxicked. I don't even think that's a real word, but it is now. So light screen wears off, kind of it was pretty useless. You know, I don't really feel like switching, so I'm just going to go for the Thief just to see how much it'll do. Does jack shit. And yeah. I'm not really sure what I should have done at this point. Like, I wanted to just stall him out with Bonehead, but like I know, like, if he gets more curses off and he happens to kill Bonehead, it will pose a gigantic problem to my team. Especially since I don't know what his other attacking move is. Because I'm assuming his moveset consists of Body Slam, Curse, Rest, and I'm not sure what that last one was. So I wasn't really sure what to do in this at the time, so I decided just to stay in and try to stall him out until sleep takes effect. But right here I switch out, and I go to Magneton, which is also pretty defensively bulky, and Body Slam wouldn't be doing that much to it anyway. So I guess he thought now would be a good time to rest, knowing I can't really do anything with Bonehead, so he goes for the rest, gets all that damage I did worn off, and this next part's a little weird. Like, he goes to the chest, he has the Chesto Berry, so he wakes up right away. So I know he's physical attacking, so I set up a Reflect this time. You know, try to help me prolong my death. And he knows very well that I can't do shit all to this thing. So he's just gonna keep setting up curses. And what I decided to do here is just basically flash cannon him, hoping to lower his special defense. So he either has to switch out the fact that I'll be doing enough damage with special attacks. But yeah, I get a crit there, and it turns out his last move was Fire Punch, so it's like, fuck. So Magneton's gonna get shit on here, which is kind of unfortunate. But you know, I'm just gonna, I was hoping he'd predict the switch and he'd just go for a Body Slam or something, so I just go for another Flash Cannon, praying for that special defense drop, still not getting it. But yeah, so since I am faster, I know he's gonna have to rest here, because I'm not gonna be able to kill him with the next attack. And if he wants to live to see another day, he's gonna have to rest right now. So I'm just gonna keep Flash Canning him until that special defense happens. But it's just not happening. But it does right there, so it's like, alright, good sign. Good things are gonna come. So I'm gonna just keep on Flash Canning him until that special defense is low enough to hit him hard enough. So yeah, like I thought, he was going for the rest, and yeah, this Snorlax is pretty much his last line of defense, because I have a few, like, I don't think I took out his other big fast sumo. So I have pokes I could deal with him. So this is pretty much his last line of defense. And that flash cannon did a nice chunk. My reflect wore off. So yeah, he's gonna switch out here into his other fat ass sumo. And he's gonna get some spikes damage. And I just go for the flash cannon. Didn't really care if he switched or not, because he lost all of his curse shenanigans. And this flash cannon is going to do a nice chunk, but still not enough to severely wound him. But I'm faster, and I go for the Thunderbolt, which will take this thing out. And so now all he has left, that I'm aware of anyway, is his fat ass sumo. And since he lost all of his curse things, and in this gen, apparently, when you switch out after a rest, it just becomes a random turn wake up. So I hear he is pretty much in no position to be doing much of anything. So, yeah. I'm just going to go for that flash cannon, and at this point, he's pretty much lost. Like, he doesn't wake up this turn, and he knows it. So he saves us all some time and decides to run. But either way, that was a great game. You kept the pressure on. That was definitely a fun match. So I hope all you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you next time. So rate, comment, subscribe, and we'll talk to you later. Peace.